Let's check. It must be amazing to see the initial footages when we are actually checking if we are live from the same YouTube channel from the same laptop. But I can't do this once we grow up, so bear with that. Sometimes it feels that it is better to get a dual monitor because such things won't happen over there. We can just use second monitor to just monitor OBS, YouTube channel and all those things, but hopefully we will do that later. So I think it is live. We are already live here. Yes, I can see myself. Alright. Sounds good. So yes, today's topic is about WordPress security. That is not something that I am very expert in. This is not my field of expertise. Slightly more technical for me, but I will just try to explain how things work in a non-technical way for beginners who are just starting with WordPress. And since I work in WordPress industry, I always see people complaining that my website has been hacked or similar things like that. But the thing is, most of the people don't know how their website got hacked, what kind of vulnerability is present on their website, was it really hacked or not. All those things are just unclear in most of the cases because WordPress is used by non-techie people. They don't understand all the security measures that need to be taken and all the stuff. So it is always good to have a security plugin, a good security plugin on your website, and there are some measures that you can take to save your website. So let's see one by one. So first of all, is WordPress really secure? So I would personally say that WordPress is secure, but the thing is there are multiple vendors involved. Like there are multiple plugins, then there are multiple themes. You use just one theme, but still, then WordPress itself as a software. So all those themes, all those things need to be really good with what exactly they are doing, plus they need to take care of security as well. And when too many people come together, when too many entities come together, it's bound to have some issues in that, and that's the reason sometimes WordPress is not considered to be safe for websites. And there are several reasons for that. So first, like as we see that 52% of the vulnerabilities come from WordPress plugins, and I see that most of the people don't take care of the website. Genuine hacks and genuine vulnerabilities are completely different, but due to the mistake of users, it's most of the times it's due to the mistake of users. For example, users don't update their plugins, themes and WordPress. Then secondly, they try to install pirated versions of products, plugins or themes just to get those extra features for free. But always understand, why would anyone give you free features, right? So it's important to understand the benefits that someone is getting just by providing you something for free. That person might be injecting some malware in your website, and that's his business. So always think logically in that. Then 37% of the vulnerabilities come from core WordPress, that is as a software. So probably it's most of the times WordPress products do update their vulnerabilities, they fix those vulnerabilities, but the thing is people don't update those things regularly. So it's always good to keep a watch on your emails. When such products are vulnerable, they generally send you emails that please fix this product because we had faced some vulnerabilities. So it's always good to keep updated everything that is present on your website. And 11% of the total websites get hacked because of WordPress themes. So as you see, the highest percentage goes in plugins, then WordPress as a software, and third is themes. So it's always good to take care of your website by yourself by installing some good security plugin. Even if you just Google out the best security plugins, you will find multiple of them. Just use the best out of them, which is reputed, which is frequently updated, and of course which is free or premium, that is up to your risk appetite. So coming back to the point, so is WordPress really secure? So I would say it totally depends on which vendors you are using, plus how much care you are taking. So such incidents are very rare, because highest share of websites go to WordPress. Most of the websites are built on WordPress, so not all of them are getting hacked every day, right? So that is bound to happen. So what kind of vulnerabilities are present? So from here I will most probably ignore this PPT because it is highly technical. I will just refer the titles and notes that are present over here. So first of all, brute force login attempts vulnerability. What exactly that means? So a hacker will try to just go to your login page and try numerous number of attempts to log in your WordPress website. So that person will try hundreds of login ID and passwords randomly, and that is just guesswork over there. So in such cases, like it's always good to hide your login page if your website is too large, or in fact it's a good practice to do that in general as well, but that is what it means. And even if you are keeping your password as easily guessable, smaller passwords that can be easily guessed by machines, then your website is highly vulnerable. So it's always advised to keep your passwords as secure as possible, as complicated as possible, so that any random machine cannot find those passwords easily. And by the way, these things are done by machines, no human is doing that manually. These are automated things, so machines generally just randomly keep on generating thousands and millions of login ID passwords, and even if one of the combination fits in, your website is compromised. So take care of that. Then comes content injection vulnerability. So what exactly happens? So your content is replaced by something else that hacker wants to display, or maybe your content is deleted, or in fact sometimes even the sensitive data is leaked. So that is what content injection vulnerability means. It's basically related to your content and it gets compromised. Then cross-site scripting vulnerability. So what exactly this means? So this is a vulnerability when suppose a visitor comes on your website is collecting some data, like in the form of cookies or sessions. So all the data is collected by your website. That hacker will try to get all that information from users that is getting collected on your browser plus website, and that is called cross-site scripting vulnerability. So basically all the data that was supposed to be collected by your website is getting collected by the hacker. This is what this vulnerability means. Then SQL injection vulnerability. So just to give you a background, what exactly SQL means? So SQL is the language that is used for storing in the database. So basically your database is in the form of SQL. So I'm not too good with the technicals, but that is what I know, that it is frequently used as SQL database. So this is something related to database, and when your database is attacked, the whole thing that hacker wants to do is free to do that. That person can change your content, the themes, plugins can be compromised due to that. Each and every data, including your sensitive data that is present on your database, can be compromised. So that is what SQL injection vulnerability means. Then cross-site request forgery vulnerability. So what exactly this means? So in previous vulnerability, what it meant, that the data from your website goes to some other hacker or to some other place. But in this, all the, like, whenever a visitor is coming to your website, that malicious like that malware will automatically take to some another website that hacker wants to redirect. So basically redirection is happening. Even if you are going to your website, redirection is happening, and then the visitor will go to some another random website that hacker wants to take him to. That is called cross-site request forgery vulnerability. Then arbitrary file deletion vulnerability. This is the vulnerability where all the database, all the files in your WordPress website will automatically get deleted, and this is pretty much self-explanatory, but yeah, this is all about the content and the things on your website getting deleted automatically. So yes, this was all about WordPress security solutions. I hope this was pretty much clear, and this slide is about promoting the makers of their PPT. So I've already linked this in the description. Check it out if you want. You can take services from this security company, and I hope that this PPT was helpful, this video was helpful. See you in the next one. Till then, take care and goodbye.